Okay, so on this one, they want df dx, the derivative, which is the same thing as f prime. It's just two different ways of saying the same thing. All right, so the 3 in the front just sits there. You know that. Any number multiplied by a function, the derivative does nothing but spectate, just watches. Okay. Now, how do we do the derivative of e to the x plus 2? Well, you probably remember the derivative of e to the x, the general rule is it does nothing. I always call him our favorite. So e to the x is our favorite derivative. He does nothing. E is a very special number. It's 2.718, blah, 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 blah. Like pi is a special number, 3.14, 159, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, my point is E is a very special number. And now you know a little bit more about why that number is special. He's the exact number you need to make the derivative come out exactly the same way it started. That's part of what makes E special. Anyway, enough said for now. More coming a little bit later. So back to it. So when you got E to something, you go, oh, man, I love that one. He's my favorite. You just go e to the x plus 2, and you're done basically, except for remember, the chain rule is a part of all the other derivative rules. If the inside function, that's the inside of the e to the x there, was anything other than a simple x, then in addition to the basic whatever rule you just did, you've got to also do the chain rule. He's a part of all the other rules. So multiply by the derivative of the inside function. Now, what's the derivative of that inside function? What's the derivative of x? Well, there's a 1 power here. It's going to come down, be 1, subtract 1, so it's just 1 plus, and what's the derivative of the 2? It's just 0. So in other words, actually, we were done with e to the x plus 2 because this other part is just 1 and 1 times it doesn't change anything. So turns out we could have ignored the chain rule and gotten away with it this time because the chain rule derivative just came out to be 1, so it didn't change anything. So there we go. Now be careful, that won't always be the case, right? If this was 2x in the power instead of x plus 2, then the derivative of it would have been 2. And so we would need to have a times 2 there, you see. So watch out. In our case, the derivative turned out to just be 1 because the derivative of x plus 2 was just 1 plus 0 or 1. So it didn't matter. But you always gotta be checking that chain rule every time. All right, there we go.